Dogecoin. YOLO! What's going on, guys? Doge here, and today I want to talk about NFTs. So I haven't really touched on this space a lot in my videos or talked about it a lot, but I have made plenty of investments in the NFT space, ranging from OpenSea to CNFT, that's the Cardano, and Vivi as well. So I want to be able to touch on all these things with you guys and talk to you guys about it further, specifically Vivi in this video. But before we get started, I want you guys to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I'm going to be uploading a lot more. Also, this is the last video in this location in my Matchbox studio that I have here. You know what I mean? From now on, you guys are going to see me in my new house, my big ass house in Vegas, and I'm actually moving here in the next few days. So yeah, this is going to be the last video here. But so let's talk about Vivi. So before we get started, I want you guys to know that this is not a paid promotional video. If it was, I would tell you guys up front, and that'd be the first thing I tell you guys before I even go into the video, right? So Vivi just so happens to be a platform that I've actually invested a lot of money into in their NFTs over there on their platform, right? So a brief little history on NFTs. A lot of people want to know, you know, what are the best ones to buy? Like, where should I invest my money, or which ones are going to appreciate the most in the future, right? The space is pretty confusing. You never know what the next big NFT is going to be. If we look at the history of NFTs, one of the most, if not the most valued NFT collection right now is CryptoPunks, which came out, was the very first NFTs out on the Ethereum blockchain. I think that was back in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. And each one of them are valued pretty significantly high right now. The next one would be, I think, if it hasn't surpassed them yet, it might so happen in the future. They're called Bored Apes. I'm sure you guys are familiar with Bored Apes. Those came out early last year and skyrocketed in price for a variety of reasons, and they're one of the most cherished NFT collections right now. You got people from Eminem to Post Malone to I think Lil Baby has a Bored Ape or something, but there's just a lot of people, a lot of celebrities that are getting into the NFT space, and they have a Bored Ape because now it's one of those rites of passage. If you got money, you got a Bored Ape. You know what I mean? Because they're upwards of $200,000 now per Bored Ape. So those are probably the two biggest, I want to say. There's a variety of others that are also very popular. The question that I always get asked though is, how do I know what's the next one, right? So you got CryptoPunks, you got Bored Apes. How do I know if is it Lazy Lions? How do I know if they're the next one, or the Sneaky Vampires, or the Pudgy Pigeons or whatever? Like it's hard for you to know which next project is going to take off, right? So I feel like that's a great place to transition into Vivi, and why I like Vivi so much. So if you don't know what Vivi is basically a platform just like OpenSea where you can buy NFTs as well. The only difference over on Vivi versus OpenSea or any of the other places you can buy NFTs at is that Vivi has officially licensed their NFT collections on their platforms by different brands. We're talking officially licensed here. So they've locked in partnerships over the past year. They've locked in partnerships with Disney, Marvel, DC Comics, Cartoon Network, Universal Studios. Like, I could keep going. Like Coca-Cola, USPS. Like they've locked in really big partnerships with different companies that have huge fan bases already, right? So if you love superheroes movies, or if you just love superheroes in general, comic books, they got comic books on there too. You know, they have officially licensed superhero collectibles on there. So you got officially licensed Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. There's so many that they've been rolling out with, and like I said, these are officially licensed NFTs. So not only on that side of it, they also have other NFTs there too from other artists and stuff, but you know, everything is officially licensed. So I feel like personally, if I'm going to invest in an NFT collection, I want to make sure that I have the best chance possible to make the most amount of money with this NFT collection, right? Obviously, you should also like the NFT collection. You should personally like the NFT collection, but if it can make you money, why not, right? Same thing with Pokemon cards, for example. I love Pokemon cards, but it doesn't, and it doesn't hurt for it to skyrocket in price as well if I have a Charizard card, right? Or any of the other big cards, right? So that's how I look at the NFT space. When it comes to specifically the NFTs that they have on their platform, though, that's where I feel like things get interesting, because I could sit here and try to speculate on, like I said, any of these terrible turtles or any of these like random OpenSea projects. Some of them could be great, some of them can be rug pulls. You don't really know the inner workings of it unless you personally know the team itself, right? So a lot of it is a huge risk. A lot of it is a lot of speculation. When it comes to officially licensed NFTs, though, I feel like you're not only buying into a collectible that you personally like, right? But you're also buying into a collectible that already has a built-in fan base there, right? So if I buy a Disney NFT and I buy Mickey Mouse, billions or millions of people in the world love Mickey, are huge fans of Disney. If you've ever come to California, you know that Disneyland, they go crazy. Like, you get into Disneyland, everybody's got a hat, a shirt, pins, lanyards. Like, people are obsessed with Disney. So if I'm over here buying an NFT collection, I want to get the best chance as possible to be able to make the most amount of money. I'm buying into these collectibles that have a fan base already built in. So in the future, when crypto's the future, right? That's what I believe. That's what a lot of people that watch me believe. So if I'm saying crypto's the future, NFT space is also going to be the future because it's intertwined with crypto, right? Collectors have existed throughout time. You got baseball card collectors, you got Pokemon card collectors, you got people that collect stamps, people that collect spoons from all over the world. So this is now collectors in the digital space, in the digital world, right? So if crypto's the future, NFTs are the future, okay? So if NFTs are the future, that means over time, people are gonna be buying into NFTs and into these collections, right? So 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when Disney has a ton of NFTs out there, what are gonna be, like, which ones are going to be the ones that get valued the most? The very first ones, right? Same thing with CryptoPunks. Why is CryptoPunks valued so much? It was the very first one on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So the very first Disney NFTs ever released, officially licensed, is on the VV app. That's the only place you can get it. You can't go anywhere else to get it, right? So I feel like there's so much value in that. Same thing with the Marvel superheroes. Same thing with DC Comics and the comic books they have, right? So just as an example here, the Mickey Mouse NFTs that I personally purchased, because I got the very first collection of Mickey Mouse NFTs that came out on VV, was the Steamboat Willies, right? So there were 3 in the collection, and the price point that I bought them in, they've already gone up since then. My good friend Andre, you guys know who he is, right? He bought the Spider-Man, the very first Spider-Man collectible, right? You're looking at there's a fan base behind Spider-Man, the movies, Spider-Man, the action figures, Spider-Man, the cartoons, Spider-Man, the books, there's a fan base there for Spider-Man. Now there's the officially licensed collectible of Spider-Man on the VV app, by Marvel. And there's only a limited amount of them, right? And if you got in when it first came out, you're up a whole lot right now, because I think when it was released, it was like $400, right? Now it's sitting at about $70,000 per collectible. Andre, when he bought into it, he paid about $11,000. That sounds like a lot, $11,000 for an NFT, but now it's worth $70,000, right? Same thing with when Disney released their very first batch, called Golden Moments. So Andre bought the statue, right? So it's called the partner statue. It's Walt Disney holding Mickey Mouse's hand. So the same statue that's at Disneyland. He bought the NFT version of that. It's only a limited amount. And when he bought it, he paid $3,000 for it, right? Sounds like a lot of money. Now it's worth upwards of $50,000 for that same NFT. So like, I see this only going up in price in the future because of the legacy of these brands. You're buying into a legacy already, and you just happen to get the very first NFT collection that they decided to come out with, right? They're going to keep pumping these out. Like, NFTs are going to continue to be made. Disney's going to continue to license these, but the ones that are the most valuable ones are going to be the first few batches that they come out with. Do you see what I'm saying? So not telling you guys to buy NFTs at all. Like, you guys do your own research. I always say this: do your own due diligence, see if the NFT space is a place you want to dabble in. You want to buy some things, buy some collectibles you're fans of. You know, for example, me, I'm a huge fan of Back to the Future, right? They have officially licensed Back to the Future collectibles on the VV app. I got 2 of the DeLoreans. There's three in the collectors for a set, right? I got 2 of those. I still have to get that 3rd one to complete my set. They also have hoverboards, Marty McFly hoverboards on there that I also want to collect. They have Ghostbusters. They have 007. You know what I mean? They have Powerpuff Girls. Like, if you guys were fans of Powerpuff Girls, I'm sure they'll have SpongeBob in the future. I'm sure they'll have Pokemon in the future. Like, these are things that they have a huge foot in the door into these legacy brands, and they're only going to continue to make this happen with different brands coming into the picture, right? So just wanted to share that with you guys, a very brief introduction to VV. Go download the app if you haven't. Check it out for yourselves. Delete the app if you don't like it. You know what I mean? But just peruse, just look through it, see if anything interests you. And maybe it's not for you. Maybe NFTs aren't for you. I mean, you stick to crypto or you stick to the stock market. Do whatever you want to do. But I feel like it's a very interesting space to take a look at and see if you like it or not, right? So that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to talk about the NFT space, specifically VV and what they have on the app over there. And I definitely want to do another video kind of like diving more into it. In case you guys were wondering, I actually have quite a few NFTs on VV. I have the whole set for the Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie. I have the very first NFT ever launched on the VV app, which is a Batman statue. It's a collectible. It's a collectible. It's a Todd. We call it a Todd, right? I have one of those, and I have 2 Superman collectibles. Superman's probably my favorite superhero, and I personally like it, so I got one for myself, and then I got one more to sell in the future for a higher price because I feel like that one's gonna go up pretty high as well. So without going into too many details, and like I said, I got the DeLoreans too. So without getting into too many details, it's just a space that I think is interesting. You guys should check it out if you have the time, if you have the chance, or you know what I mean, what have you. But yeah, so like I said, last video in my apartment, last video in this little studio. Next time I will see you guys at my big ass house in Vegas. And yeah, I will get to my portfolio soon. And before we get to my portfolio, make sure to check out my website, guys, at DogecoinMillionaire.com. I have a bunch of merchandise over there. Pick up a hoodie, pick up a shirt or a hat or whatever you want. And yeah, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, make sure to get the merch at www.thedogecoinmillionaire.com. Different colors, different sizes. The link is in the description section. So yeah, guys, thank you if you got anything from the website, and if you didn't, that's okay too. We can still be friends. We can still be homies, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's get to my portfolio. I'll show you guys what my Robinhood's looking like right now, what my Dogecoin's looking like right now. There are a few other news pieces that I got to talk about here soon as well, especially with the wallets. Wallets were released for a lot of people. If you guys didn't know, now you know. There's a beta version out there. I was one of them, so I'm gonna show you guys all that. And yeah, you guys will be able to see exactly what I'm holding. And sure, I'll show you guys my FLOKI too. People are saying, oh, you're not showing us your FLOKI. You're not showing us your FLOKI. I will show you guys my FLOKI, okay? It's not very high. It's very low right now, and that's okay. I still feel like it's gonna come back in the future. They're doing some US and Turkey TV commercials with FLOKI, and Valhalla's around the corner. So you guys will see that soon too, okay? So yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace. Wait, I haven't got to that part yet. So right now I think it's just one of these, right? Finger guns. All right, guys. So here's my portfolio right now. I'm sitting at about $545,000. In the past hour, we are down about $5,000. Today, we're down like $16,000, $17,000. Past week, we're down $21,000. Past month, we're down $94,000. Past 3 months, we're down $366,000. Past year, we're up $328,000. And of all time, we are up $400,000. So how my Doja doing today? Not so good, actually. We're at about, 14 cents right now. We had a little bump up, actually, when, must have been here, when, Elon announced, or somebody announced that there was going to be a supercharge station in Santa Monica or Hollywood or something, and they were going to have a diner there as well that was going to get built. Well, that's going to get built in the future. And, Elon said it'll accept Dogecoin. So same amount of Dogecoin that I had since last year, 3.9 million Dogecoin. My equity is sitting at $545,000. Average cost basis is 4.7 cents. Portfolio diversity is 100% because I'm all in on Dogecoin on Robinhood. And my total return is $360,000. So I'm no longer on the wait list, as you can see, which means I could actually do the beta testing for the wallets, and I can actually start moving my Dogecoin out of Robinhood, which I will be doing unless they give me a reason to continue keeping my Dogecoin in Robinhood in some form of staking, some form of borrowing or lending, where I can actually make Dogecoin by keeping my Dogecoin in here. So if they don't do that, I will be moving it out of Robinhood here shortly, and you guys will see exactly where I transfer my Dogecoin to. So yeah, that's my Robinhood. Here is my FLOKI for all the people saying I don't ever show my FLOKI. I have about $48,000 right now, roughly, in my trust wallet, and that's a combination of FLOKI, Kiba, Crypto Island, Super Doge, BitShiba, and Millionaire Maker token. I haven't sold out of any of those, but yeah, that's where I'm currently sitting at right now. So don't forget that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. This is purely entertainment. The crypto market is very volatile. So is the stock market, not as much as crypto though. So make sure you always do your own research and your own due diligence before you decide to invest in anything, pretty much. You know what I mean? Make sure you do that. And don't forget that if you like the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my future videos. And stay tuned because I got a lot more content coming up here soon, okay? And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace. Do 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 do.